From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Firing quickly out wide is Love. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Love from the gun. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
33 yards that time.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
Ready, set.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Love now.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He's going to slip. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Love. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Ready, go. Ready.
They'll run wide side with Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Off the play fake, Love. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. And this one is right down Broadway. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Attack, attack!
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Mahomes now to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. They'll go with Jones. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it?
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Fielded right around the 8. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
This is fielded at the 27. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. First and goal inside the 10.
Okay, ready?
A very short field to work with now. First and goal after the great punt return. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown! A.J. Dillon. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Finding room at midfield and out across midfield down to the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Yellow, yellow. I don't need to. I don't need to. Yellow. Easy.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 10. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, Sometimes they're ready for you, and that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Love, they go play action now. From the left side, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. Love looking to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Yellow, go. Ready.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Yellow.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 21 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Drill, 52. Opposite, green.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Here's Jones again on second down. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll go again to Jones. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Ready up.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Next red.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right, 60. Ready.
Up the middle, Jones. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And some space here. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, go steal.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Down to about the 37.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Real green.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Completed out left to Dobbs. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, 37 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, he's got a man complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And that's a rare bright spot in what's overall.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy,
but you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard. Play action this time with Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action. Now Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Reed. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. An inside give to Jones. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here we go on 4th down. And this is going to be nowhere close.
Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Down.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Ronald Jones, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 61 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll find DeGuara complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Off the play fake, Love. And this one too low.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
The give is to Jones. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Stokes, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's now
Touchdown, Packers!
Romeo Doubs
With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
and the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
One final try for Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this